Welcome inside Oriole Park. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Alongside Chris Singleton. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And getting the start for Baltimore, Chris Bassitt. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound. Ready to go? Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And we're underway. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. Ripped on the ground a second. Whips it to Mountcastle, and an easy out to start the game. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. One thing these guys do very well is stay out of the double play. They've hit into the fewest of any team in the league, Chris.
Well, Boog, situational hitting isn't as common with all the slugging in today's game, but a team that shortens up, hits behind runners, and advances bases adds a lot of value. Pitchers can't afford to give them free base runners because this group knows how to capitalize.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
One of my favorite stats all time, 1997, the Hall of Famer Craig Biggio played in all 162 games for the Astros on AstroTurf, and he never hit into a double play. To first, 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton matched a homer in his last game. Right through there for a strike. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And it is out of here. Giancarlo Stanton goes deep. His 16th homer of the year. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball outside.
Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series.
Hoo-yah!
Line drive, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair. So that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
And here comes Bellinger. Homered last night, added another hit as well.
Yeah.
Two outs and one in scoring position.
No, that's
Chris,
it.
he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. And right back to the mound. On to first.
Yeah.
We'll limit the damage here. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show.
Recipe for disaster, waiting your eggs in one basket breaking. That's why I got two.
Back now at Oriole Park. And going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, Carlos Rodon. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Tap foul at the plate. And a foul ball. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. And a big factor for them in recent games, Adley Rutschman.
Well, Boog, he's a guy to watch because he capitalizes on the big situations as well as anyone. Hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position. And you know what that means? That means he's a key player for this offense because he can really drive them in when the team needs him the most. He's been clutch all year.
Next to hit, Gunnar Henderson. That one misses.
That's the ball.
And that's ball 1.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Heck what?
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Bellinger.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Pete.
Here's Pete Alonso. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Tosses to first, and that takes care of Alonso. And the Orioles set down in order. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back here in Baltimore, new inning getting started. Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. Goldie launched a homer in his most recent game. Line drive. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. The relay to second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
The catcher, number 28.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with a hit in every game. I mean, he's running his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
That misses. Ball one. Man at second. That one to first. Mountcastle. The flip to the pitcher covering. One out in the second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Anthony Volpe swings through it for strike one.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. I talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ward has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Throw home. He beats it. It's 2-zip.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again. He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
McMahon with a couple of homers in his last game. 2 down, nobody on. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12.
So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
Man on second, 2 down. On the ground, Mountcastle. Handles, throws to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Yankees 2 and the Orioles nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward. That one drilled left field. Back there. Out of here. Taylor Ward blasts one out. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to taking it back in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time, and there's 2 away.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Colton.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Hey, ha!
In there at the knees, and it's 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Inning over. The Orioles get one back on the solo blast. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Ball inside.
Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules?
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's got a chance. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Doubled in his first AB. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way. And it's gone. Home run number 10 of the year. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-1.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
Ball.
Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Up next for the Yankees,
Loud contact
the first
leads to the
baseman,
double.
ball.
I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here is Goldschmidt. A double and a run scored his first time up. Foul ball there. Man at second. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Hit hard on the ground is short. They limit the damage here. Yankees get a homer to cut the lead. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. As as we go to the last of the third. Here's the third baseman, Jeremiah Jackson. Rodon, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The 1-1. To the right side. The flip, and they get the out.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 9, Tyler O'Neill.
Well, Siggy here in Baltimore, and crab cakes. We need to get our hands on some crab cakes. You think we'll get someone to maybe run down for us and grab a few?
Absolutely. It's got to happen. Maryland crab cakes, the best. And you talk about the seasoning. Nobody does it better than the people here in the city of Baltimore. But even so, here at the ballpark, some great food.
There's a strike. Yeah, and I'm kind of partial to my guy Boog down there over that right field wall, and some barbecue, because Boog can fire up some pretty good barbecue.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we haven't seen any of that yet up here in the booth. Come on, man, let's go.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. In the air, left field. Bellinger under it, and that is that. So they go quietly there. 3 innings complete. Yankees 3 and the Orioles 1. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. This one smoked on its way out of here. He leaves the yard to right. That's his 50th career homer, his 12th of the season, and they add a run. It's 4-1. Singy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to. Oh, Boo, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with a
hard liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Up next for the Yankees.
A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. That's it for Chris Bassitt, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Kyle Bradish gets the call from the pen.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Ryan McMahon now. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Man at second. And he chases a high fastball there. Activity in the bullpen. Keegan Aiken, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Oh, and 2 now. That one is absolutely belted. One hopper off the wall, and that should bring in the run. Volpe scores. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
And first offering is fouled off. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes the grab on the run. 1 away. 1 out, man at first. Here is Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Rutschman can't handle it. Gets away. No advance, though. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. They're waving McMahon home. He will score. It's 6-1.
Comes through with the RBI. A really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
That's the ball.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. On the ground, right side. Slides for the stop. It's there, and that's a great play.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Judge scores. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here goes the runner. Pitch misses.
Nope, that's low. That's a ball.
Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Line drive, base hit. Jazz on his horse, coming around third. He's safe, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. So a man at first. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. 1 for 2. That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. Bellinger on his way home. He'll score easily. And it's an 8-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kyle Bradish out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now
Pitching change here, Keegan Aiken. He last pitched 2 days ago. And stepping in for New York, Austin Wells back into the box for the second time this inning, and we remember what he did the first time around.
Yes, we do, and now he has the chance to do it again. Some of the biggest names in baseball history have pulled this off. He's going for 2 home runs in the same inning.
In the air to left center. Ward moving under this one. And that is that. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. And midway in the 4th, the Yankees 9 and the Orioles 1. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
0-2 now. Got him looking for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Wow, short work to sit in the pack and to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Swings through that one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Line to right center field. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Orioles.
Next to him, Taylor Ward. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Fastball for a strike at 95. That's to third. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Oh, that was a great chance to turn 2 with the 6-4-3 right there, but the feed to second, maybe the most important part of starting that double play, just didn't get it right there. And these players work on it a lot during batting practice, and that feed's not on point. Very difficult for the second baseman to make the turn.
Hey!
Swing and a bouncer. Gets it to first. 2 out.
Up next for the Orioles, the catcher, number 35, Adley.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Grounded out his first time.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Oh!
Two outs, two in scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Stays alive. Good job to fight that one off. And the 0-2. This one popped up. Goldie settles under it. And that is the third out of the inning. Orioles strand a couple. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Cowser coming on, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Out towards right center field. Cowser should have this one. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Trent.
Now here's Trent Grisham. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. That takes care of Grisham. So the Yanks go in order, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Back here in Baltimore, well, Siggy, he's been on a tear coming in, and we've seen much of the same dominance today, swiftly becoming the X factor of this pitching staff.
Yeah, Boogie's pitching like he's got the answers to the test, and the hitters miss study group. You know, these Orioles just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Goldie takes it himself, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Up next for the Orioles, the third baseman,
Jeremiah Jackson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time.
The cause for these struggles is a little different for each guy. For some, it's timing, and for others, it's mechanics. Whatever it is, they need to start hitting the ball harder.
The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5.
Hey!
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Orioles, the right fielder, number 9, Tyler O'Neill.
No, that missed.
And a swing and a miss. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. The Yankees 9 and the Orioles 1. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Dietrich ends. Gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Going back, and it's gone. Aaron Judge leads the yard. His 18th home run of the season, and they add to their lead. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
On the ground to third. Jackson tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Second base, Jazz.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throws it away. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Ground ball could be 2. Throws to Henderson. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 10-1. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Rodon ready. The 0-2 on the way. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
The polar bear, as he was dubbed by his former teammate Todd Frazier. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
That's right. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Way out front for strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Nope. Ball.
Struck him out without a swing. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. It's the Yankees 10 and the Orioles 1.
Now pitching for
Zach
the Orioles,
Eflin taking over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Into center. And that'll get down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
That's outside.
Nope, that's outside.
Ball 1.
Ball.
Ground ball to the right side. Throws to Henderson. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Anthony Volpe. In now for the Yankees. That one hammered center field, ranging back. And that one's gone. His second of the year, and they add on. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
On a line. And that is that.
I'm a ball one, I'm a true one, big dream one, resolute one, big plays, I ain't never scared to do one, big games, I ain't never scared to 2-1.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 80.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Taylor Ward getting ready to hit.
the left fielder, number 3, Taylor Ward.
Well,
that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
This one in the air, center field. Grisham settles underneath it. One down.
Up next for the Orioles, the first baseman, number 6.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
Out to short. Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Orioles, the catcher, number 35, Adley Rutschman.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a foul out of play. Check swing, now an appeal to third. Did not go. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. Orioles held in check there. They trail by double digits, 11-1. We go to the 8th. Trent Grisham up now, top 5 at OPS and climbing. It's been a loud season for him.
Yeah, he's walking, slugging, and raking. A total threat for this lineup. You can count on competitive at-bats every time.
Not many guys in this league can beat you in this many ways, Singy.
Yeah, he's making pitchers work every pitch of every at-bat. Really good rhythm and discipline in the box.
That's a ball.
2 balls, no strikes to count. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck, right field. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Up next for the Yankees,
Man at first with 1 gone. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees. Right through there for a strike. Here's your 1. And a swing and a miss. Ground ball left side, could be 2. It's in and out of his glove. Here's Holiday for 1. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 11 and the Orioles 1. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Now on the bump, Ryan Yarbrough.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Leading off for the Orioles, the center fielder, Counter.
Footwork.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. One away.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Foul ball. The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball, still 0-2. In the air, left field, and that's a fair ball. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Orioles.
Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Just
No, that's
missed.
low. Ball. Hee-haw.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Another 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 2 out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment move, get back on track. His team needs him.
Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Chop to the right side, Goldie. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. It's the Yankees 11 and the Orioles 1. We go to the 9th, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And he's had a terrific day at the dish. Here's a look at his spray chart for this one.
And we can see how he's using the whole field in this one, Boog. That makes it harder for the defense to get aligned when he steps in the box.
More ribbies than some teams in this league. Unbelievable production.
Yeah, he doesn't snack. He feasts, especially with ducks on the pond.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Eflin, a 6'6" righty, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And it's another double for him. His 5th hit of the game.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Inside. Ball.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. In the air to left center. Cowser gets under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Up against the wall and brings it in. So they work around the leadoff double. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Yankees 11 and the Orioles 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Fernando Cruz gets the ball now.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at bat.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 game adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Ward now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And a swing and a miss there. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss. And the Orioles down to their final out.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Hard hit left side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Yankees slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, the 4th inning proved to be the real turning point. They looked locked in at the plate after that first time through the order where it just seemed that they were off balance a little bit. But once they started really recognizing the pitches, everything started to click.
An 11-1 final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.